he helped him around. But, not likely that it was all by himself for no reason. Hinckley usually has things under control. He's a recent winner. And earlier, Ken, we're all mixed up up here. I think we said opening day winner. We had 2 pro stock races. I think Logan Belcher was the opening day winner. Hinckley won the 2nd pro stock race of the season.
This first month of the season's got me all screwed up. This day has got me all screwed up. But yeah, Nick Hinckley, your most recent pro stock winner. Logan Melcher was the winner on opening day. Like I always say, Nick, I make up half of what I say. You just have to figure out which half is right, which half is wrong.
And most of the time, I'm here to fix your mistakes. I'll try to correct you.
Make a great team, buddy. Lights off, ready to go again. This time a new dance partner on the outside, Josh St. Clair in the 14, ready to go at it with Matty Beers at the 11. Sends it down off the banking and able to pull away just ahead of Josh St. Clair. A couple more laps in the books. Able to stand at 4 complete. Harrison will head down pit road. Josh St. Clair last time around setting a 15.171 lap. Guys hustling around at 89 mile per hour average around this track. They're topping out in the high 90s going into turn 3. Will Collins back on the track. Collins a couple laps down now.
Night racing for the first time in 2025, Ken. Just a fun fact.
I knew you'd be happy to see those lights on. But... switch up the front row now. St. Clair's at the point. 7-time champion here at Wiscasset Speedway. And a record-setting 3 championships in 1 season 3 years ago. Matty Beers will try to stay with him there on the outside as they come back to the stripe. Green flagging out. St. Clair back in charge. Beers settles right in on his back bumper. Caught on the outside. The 9 of 4. Gilbert showing that middle lane. Dexter's got to get out of it. Turn 1. Pushing up the speedway. And Belcher finally able to get clear.
Belcher had a bunch
20 cents with Josh St. Clair picking up the win. It is career win number 55 for the 7-time champion. His 13th career Pro Stock victory here, but 55th win overall. Dan McKay Jr. close behind in second. The margin of victory was 9/10 of a second. Kevin Douglas sneaking in to grab third. Matty Beers fourth. And JT Thurlow a solid run for the 9 car, bringing it home in 5th. We'll have a quick victory lane interview here, and then the 4-cylinder.
Passenger 34 just subscribed on YouTube.
Yeah, 4-cylinder pros. And then the 207 crate mods. We still got, I think, 16 laps to make up in that race. Oh, man. It's been a long night. And, yeah, as Ken said, career win 55 at Wiscasset Speedway for Josh St. Clair. And then Dan McKay Jr. comes one position shy of winning all 3 of his features. You say that Josh St. Clair has a record of winning 3 championships in one season. Ken, has anybody ever won 3 features in one night?
Not that I have seen. All right. Good to have the Pro Stocks here in Victory Lane. I was kind of unsure if we'd be able to get the race in tonight, but we in fact did. And we are ready to send things trackside for Nick Huff. He's got a familiar face grabbing the checkers tonight with the Norris Used Cars Pro Stocks.
Yeah, he's definitely familiar in last year and previous years, but this year is the first that we've seen him. Josh St. Clair. Career win 55, Josh, and pulling in here, you kind of like shook your head like it's been a crazy night. Has it been, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, our thoughts are with Shane. You know, I don't care what it is, what kind of injuries it is, any kind of hit like that. When you hear your spotter, one, say, oh my God, you know, that pit in your stomach, we're all belted in here doing the same thing, you know. Most of us just sit around a table and enjoy each other's company outside of here. Sometimes we battle it on the track, but again, thoughts to Shane and his family and the whole deal. They're going to go through a lot, I'm sure. So, and we gotta, you know, thank who, I'm not sure what he runs for a chassis, but them things take a lift like that and be able to climb out. That speaks a lot for the stuff they put together. So
it was.
I gotta thank a bunch of people. Dave's World, went with Family Grocery, Country and Coast Real Estate, the Work Store, Jeff Taylor. I mean, I pick his brain all the time, and he just feeds me information and tells me, you know, it's on me after that. Larrabee Construction, M&S Painting, DNC Electric, Chef Richards. I don't know if he's here tonight or not, but he's always cheering me on, betting me when we're not racing who's going to win, and I usually lose. So I won tonight. I'm thankful for everyone over there that helps me, chases me around. It's a tall order to ask these guys every week and chase me all
I think there's
over the place.
another one.
And thanks everyone for sticking out for the rain. It's awesome to race in front of people.
All right, Josh St. Clair, congratulations. All right, Dan McKay Jr., man, heck of a night. 2 wins in a second. Doesn't get a whole lot better than that, does it?
No, today was just unbelievable. The past couple weeks in the Pro Stock has been kind of iffy, and you know, we made some swings at it, and we hit it. My dad's worked his butt off all like 3 weeks in a row, try to get this thing going, and I couldn't do it without him and all my sponsors, my brother for Spalding, and everyone that supports.
Kevin Douglas, first top 3 in the new ride owned by the Sprague family and Four Seasons Auto. Anybody else you want to thank?
Well, definitely them. I mean, I really appreciate them giving me this opportunity. All my sponsors, my daughter's here, Mike, Strictly Roofing, Four Seasons Automotive, Scenic Earthworks. I don't even know all the sponsors, so I'm going to miss them. But really a special thanks to this Brake family, and thank you to Richard and Vanessa for all they do at this place and actually getting the show in. So thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Nick Huff, and congrats to the top 3 down there in Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane. Coastal Auto Parts with 30 locations throughout the state of Maine. Visit one of them for the Napa know-how to get you the parts you need every time. Four Cylinder Pros, sponsored by Brackett's Market in beautiful downtown Bath. Your local hometown proud IGA food store. Feature number 2 tonight for the Four Cylinder Pros. We've got Rowdy Romano in the number 78, Brody Picard in the number 99, Jacoby Thacker out of Winthrop in the 51, Max Parlin out of Winthrop in the 26. Opening day winner Chastity Shorty in car number 19 out of Winslow. Then comes Jackson Moorside out of Arundel in car number 88. Emmett Walker in the 20 out of New Vineyard coming off his first podium. Jay Plummer, the runner-up in feature number 1 tonight. He's in the 45 out of Booth Bay. Adam Taylor in the 8 out of Searsbond. Dylan Anderson out of Warren in car number 81. And missing Taylor Lane, but obviously she's got much bigger priorities on her plate as her dad Shane Lane was involved in that crash on the beginning of the Pro Stock race. So again, our thoughts are with Shane, Taylor, the whole family. We're ready to go 25 laps for the Four Cylinder Pros. Adam Taylor is going to have to get it done from the back of the pack this time as they go 3 wide down into turn number 3. Plenty of room for these little cars. And out they come with Brody Picard leading the way. Picard in the 99. Part of the Picard clan up the road there in Palmyra. Being chased by Max Parlin, last year's Rookie of the Year in car number 26. Becoming the second youngest feature winner in this track's history behind Daniel Harding. And Daniel's moved on to bigger and better things like winning the Coastal 200 last weekend. Kobe Thacker, close call with the 19 of Chastity Shorty. Thacker trying to get his first podium of the year, then number 51. Done up there, and turning on some quality young drivers coming up here to the big track. First 5 are in the books. Taylor set the fast lap, that time 17.46 seconds. These kids hustling around the track at 77 miles per hour.
Yeah, this is the second feature. First feature winner. Just side by side with the third place finisher. And Walker there within grasp of the front runners. But it's a different story for the 45. Jay Plummer finished second, and he is
Jackson Moorside had actually taken a lead coming into this second feature, but struggling here again.
It's going to be a tall order for Jay Plummer to
their third year here in this division, and Cassidy got her first win, and there she is able to drive away Jacoby Thacker, looking to get the traffic move on by so he can get the 51 car pointed back in the right direction. Jacoby's been close. You know that first win's not too far away from this young man.
Jake Lumberman's down unfortunately wants to make adjustments for it because that car is definitely not up to speed that it was in the first feature. But Adam Taylor is the fastest car on the track. He's been turning 17.5s compared to 17.6s for the front four.
And he'll get to restart third when we get back underway, as the caution was out for the 19 of Shorty and the 51 of Thacker. That'll bring Taylor right into contention, and Walker as well.
Now we know the car is only in his third feature. He's a rookie. Was Max Carlin a rookie last year? Does he have any wins in it? One win for Max Carlin, so you got one win on the outside. Second season for Max Carlin, and the rookie on the inside, Brody Picard, so far has been able to hold him off. Adam Taylor. Adam Taylor up to third, capitalizing off of the two-car spin. Like I said, a 10th faster so far. 17.5s versus 17.6s. We just passed halfway. 13 laps in, 12 to go. Pro 4s by Brackets Market coming back at you. Jacoby Thacker and Chastity Shorty start side by side doing the field, and then quickly make work of Rowdy Romano in the 78, and we've got trouble for your leader.
Taylor's got that 26 car in his sights. Found himself some speed between feature 1 and feature 2. Cassidy Shorty is starting the fast lap of the race with a 17.44. Thacker holding fourth, Shorty fifth. Jackson both sides now. A full straightaway behind the lead pack, and not really a factor. He's got the lead pack in his sights now, running back there. Up for the 26. Max Carlin trying to get his second win. Max, the son of former two-time mini-stock champion Jerry Parlin from back in the early 90s. Out. Rowdy Romano is the recipient this time, up there at the top of turn 3 and 4. Rowdy, the young son of Brady Romano, who runs in the street stock division on Group 2 nights in an identically colored car. 51 complete, 4 to go here in this feature, and we'll finish up the show with the last 16 laps of the crate modified feature. Lights off on the pace car, ready to get back at it. Harlan and Taylor will go heads up on the front row. Jackson Moorside and Chastity Shorty in behind on row number 2 on this restart. Good jump from Harlan. Pulls away, a couple car lengths already on the rest of the pack. These little cars, that's not a whole lot, but he has got the lead for himself. And take over second is going to bring Jacoby Thacker with him into third. Taylor caught on the outside and not liking it. He lost 3 spots on that last lap. 2 laps to go. Not to be outdone, Chastity Shorty putting herself into the conversation as well, and she's right there, tight to the back end of the 51 of Thacker. White flag and 1 lap to go. Shorty on the inside, pulls up to the inside of the 51. Front 2 looks solid. Thacker's caught on the outside, trying to get down in line. Checkers are up. Max Parlin gets career win number 2. Parlin gets the win. Moorside sneaks in to grab second. Chastity Shorty rebounds from that mid-race spin to come in and claim the 3rd spot. Adam Taylor sneaks in just ahead of Jacoby Thacker, 19/1000th of a second, the interval between 4th and 5th. Taylor's 4th, Thacker is 5th. As we said last year, Max Parlin won on the season finale. Grabbed Rookie of the Year honors in this division last year, and with that win late in the season and the season finale, Max became the 2nd youngest feature winner in this track's history. Good night of racing here from these youngsters in the Brackets Market 4-cylinder pros. We always appreciate the great support from Kim Brackett and her whole staff over there at Brackett's Market, down on Front Street in beautiful downtown Bath, and good old-fashioned hometown proud country grocery store. The cashiers, if you're there often enough, they'll know you by name. It's the same old crew. They always have a smile. Got an awesome meat department. Hey, if you're grilling and you're able to get over there to Brackett's, their meat department will set you up and all the necessities you need to have a good cookout. And you can find them on our website, wiscassetspeedway.com. We encourage you to support the sponsors, support the businesses that support Wiscasset Speedway, whether it be our billboard advertisers here, our race sponsors, and the sponsors on these race cars, because they help keep these cars in business and on this racetrack. If you're a business owner, you want to find out how you become a marketing partner here with Wiscasset Speedway, send a private message, whatever. We'll hook you up. We'll find an option for you to reach our loyal race fans. Once again, a great job from these kids, and career win number 2 for this young man in the number 26. Let's get ready to send things trackside with Nick Huff one more time.
Yeah, I love to see the competitiveness of this class. 3 features in 2025, 3 different winners, but also a completely new top 3 from earlier on. Here he is, Max Parlin, climbing out of the 26. Oh, he is stoked, ladies and gentlemen, waving that checker flag high and proud. completely new top 3 faces in victory lane for the double features for these guys tonight. And Max Parlin, you were dynamite on that last restart. I bet having to start next to that 8 had you a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I was pretty nervous.
But you were on the money at the drop of the green, huh?
Yeah. I went full throttle all the way through and didn't stop until I started checkered.
Who do you want to thank for sponsoring the 26 ride?
NC Hunt, Lumber, BNS Paving, Bunker Hill, Cleanup Group, and that's it.
All right. Hey, what's the Frank all about? You want me to start calling you Frank?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. All right. He's Frank Parlin, I guess.
I know the story. I'll tell you in a second.
All right, Ken, you'll fill us in. Chastity Shorty and Jackson Moorside, we'll get you guys up here in front of the 26 for some top 3 photos. We'll get a quick word with you right after that, real brief. But take care of photos first off in Coastal Auto Parts Napa Victory Lane. As the crate mods roll out, the ground pounders of Wiscasset Speedway.
So Nick, I'll tell you, his dad, Jerry Parlin, said one day they're trying to get his attention. Max, hey Max, hey Max, and he wouldn't answer just for the heck of it. He said, hey Frank. Max turned around and said, what? So they started calling him Frank.
All right, Jackson Moorside, great run in second. Who do you want to thank for sponsoring the 88?
I want to thank Nescape and Means, Sam Snow Construction, Stephen Pelletier and Sons Drywall, Marshalls, Wolf Auto Service, my dad, my mom, my grandparents, Maddie, Julia, and Caleb.
Chastity, great run with the third. Who do you want to thank on the 19 ride tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Blade Weather Construction, R&D Auto, Folsom Lawn Care, Folsom Properties, Water's Edge, Helios Behavioral Health Center, Casellas, Robbins Nest, Bay Mountain Timber Frame, Central Maine Crane, Ham Coil, Great Weather couldn't do without them. They put all their effort into this car. There's no way I could be here without them.
All right, thank you, Nick Huff. Congrats to our top 3, and this shows you the parity in this division. 3 different drivers in the first feature, 3 different drivers in the second feature. Davis Erector Room 207 Crate Modifieds. Ready to finish up the show. We're 14 laps in. Ryan Phillips, your race leader with 14 complete. Bubba Pelton. They didn't give him his spot back after that spin due to the weather. He runs in second. John Rickey will restart in third with Ethan Guptill, who is outside in fourth. Ryan Neal fifth. Billy Dixon is in sixth. Alan Moeller seventh. Doug Phillips eighth. As we get ready to get this one back underway. Barry Poland had pulled off the track with 8 laps complete. After some issues on the number 32. Somebody popping some Jiffy Pop back there in the lineup there as well. You kids don't remember what Jiffy Pop is, do you? Ask Mom and Dad, they know. Let's keep going. Green flag is back out. They'll head halfway this time on the straight. John Rickey may be the fastest out of those 3, but the kid's going to have to win. We'll see how this battle up front works out. He's going to choose the outside and get here practicing again. The last time we were here, we got rained out. Right there, tight on the pace car. Pelton back in charge. Phillips will settle into second. John Ricky and Natchez looking at 3 wide. They race back there for 5th. John Ricky ends up in the drink over there in turn 4. Alan Moeller threw the drive away. Is that Ryan Neal up there? No, that's Neal right there. One to rest up there at top of turn 4 still. Alan Moeller dragging something. He's going to head pit side. Driver's out of the car up there at the banking. Oh, that's the 8 of Doug Phillips. Some smoke out of the 4 of John Ricky. I don't know if that's a tire rub or something. Attention of his crew down pit road. He's got a flat right rear tire for one thing.
Yeah, he got into the back of Alan Moeller. Just a big punt to the rear bumper and instigated that one.
Yeah, and it's tough when you're young. You get a fast car and you know you're running out of time, and that's a bit of the patience game that young drivers sometimes have a hard time getting a hold of, but I know we'll be calling that kid's name a lot up here in the top 3 all season. They'll throw a fresh right rear tire on that. I'm sure you'll see that in a moment as they put an 8 of Doug Phillips on the hook. We'll have all the official results from tonight's races and all the action on our website, wiscassetspeedway.com. All the points updates, official results from tonight, and as promised, we'll try to keep touch with the Lane family, give you guys an update on Shane as soon as we can. Our thoughts and prayers are, of course, with him. And proud that we have such a great safety crew here at Wiscasset Speedway. Pro Body Works out here, Route 1 of Wiscasset, for sponsoring our cleanup crew. Todd Farron and the gang. For the road, it looks like a pretty small operation, but they got a 10,000 square foot garage out behind where they work on many cars. They've got the top-notch, latest equipment to get your car right the way it was before your accident. Or if you're just getting a paint job, they can paint match, they can computer diagnostics and getting everything back the way it was, recalibrating, windshield cameras and all the work, so they can do it there. They've got a great rust proofing shop as well right next door. Again, be sure to support the businesses that support Wiscasset Speedway.
We sounded a little surprised on that initial start, wondering if they were going to let it slide. Didn't we, Ken? Let's see if we can keep Bubba Pelton off of that pace car this time and make it a little bit more even.
Yeah, we did give them their weekly reminder this week about 5 car lengths to the pace car. Old school guys like Alna, back in the day, they used to let him get up to speed over in turn 3. He's anxious to go. That old guy, that cat's been at this game for a long time. Probably between Beechridge and Oxford and his time here at Wiscasset, probably over 30 years of racing. And that gentleman in the 27 builds a great race car too.
Do you know if he built that one himself, or what's that chassis?
I do not know, unfortunately, but I do know that's a brand new ride that he and Dave Davis have put together. I think they got that 5 car length cushion taken care of now, and they want to go early. They give him the green. Show done for you guys. They give them the green and we're back underway.
Did a good job putting it away. Bill Dixon still in the mix.
Ethan's only prior experience racing has been in Crown Vics. Grab that spot away from Billy Gibson, 6 minutes on second. 2 laps to go for Bubba Pelton. Ryan Phillips going to keep Bubba Pelton on this right to the back corner coming out of turn 2. Pelton will hold it down low and take the check. Right flag. Phillips had a look at the bottom of turn 4 now, followed from the transfer now way to get one more time. Now we got the checkered flag. Pelton gets the win. Ryan Phillips second. That's 2 runner-up finishes for the number 89. And Ethan Guptill grabbing a podium in his first official modified race. We'll bring him around here and get him to Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane one more time. It has certainly been a long night, folks, and we appreciate you diehards that have stuck with us through the weather, through our red flag break, and it has certainly been a trying month here for us to be able to get race shows in, but through the hard work of our crew, and and persistence of our drivers, cooperation by everybody, able to get the full show in tonight. Don't forget, we're back in action next Saturday night here at Wiscasset Speedway. Group 2 returns with the late model sportsmen, Strictly Streets, Roadrunners, and the TNL Automotive Modifieds. The ones on the 8-inch tires. And the Enduro number 1, sponsored by Chestnut Auto out of Skowhegan. That'll all happen next Saturday night. All the race day schedule and all the details will be on the website, wiscassetspeedway.com. That is where you can keep up with everything that's happening, of course, on the socials as well. Nick Hoff, Amy Warrior, and our crew all doing a great job on the social media end of things. We invite you to stick around for our final go around here in Coastal Autoparts Victory Lane as Bubba Pelton brings it in for, I believe, is his first career modified win. The guy's got a lot of wins in his long career in all kinds of different cars, and I'm sure we'll find out. Nick's going to find out if this
If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We'll be back next week for more action.
Let's send things down to Nick one more time.
Yeah, that's right, Ken. We got no more racing to get through, so we can take our time down here and talk with all of our top 3 and have a good conversation. Street finishes that he wanted tonight. But the modified is a different story. Debuting his brand new ride. He had to borrow a ride for the opening day. The brand new one wasn't quite ready, but here comes Ryan Phillips for a congratulatory handshake. Good racing by these two.
I got the curve a little bit and I'll go.
Bubba Pelton, everybody, climbing out of the Davis Director Group 27. All right, Bubba, you got a lot of Super Street / limited experience. What's your modified background like? Is this your first season of modified?
Yeah, other than the opening day, I never even stepped foot in an open wheel car. Maybe just to move around the yard, but no hit.
So what made you want to hop into this class?
They gave us the opportunity, and Dave likes these cars a lot. We've always liked them. You know, way back in the day when they had it at Beatrice, we used to see them.
So we've been wanting to know what the scoop is behind this car and this chassis. Where'd it come from? You guys build it, or what's the chassis?
Nope, it's a Spaffco from Connecticut, same one as the 89 car. I did a little research on some stuff, and they said this was...
All right, who do you want to thank for sponsoring the 27 ride tonight?
I gotta thank Dave, because if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be here. His heart and soul in this, so do we. But he's a racer like we are. We've been together for 1.5 years, I think.
All right, Bubba Pelton, everybody, gets a win this evening after 3 features that he was in. He lands one in the mods. And Ryan Phillips is pretty ecstatic about that battle. Lots of beating and banging, and some sparks were flying. You definitely put on a good show.
Yeah, no, it was great to race with Bubba. I mean, him and I have raced for years down at Beach, so I kind of knew what to expect, and knew I could trust him to really battle hard. When we get by, you know, I think we had a better car, but just one small mistake is all it takes. So, big thank you to our sponsors, mainly Karting, Briggs Contracting, Dow Excavating, Northeast Wraps, Apex Services. Thank you to everybody.
All right, Ryan Phillips, 2 second place finishes for the season. And where's our driver, Ethan Guptill? Lost 3rd for a moment there after the restart, but you got it back. Man, you having fun with these things?
Yeah, these things are a blast. I love it. It's probably the best division I've ever run.
And Ken thought that maybe your only racing experience was Crown Vics before this. Is that accurate?
Nope, they're V6 front wheel drive class. That's all I had before this.
Oh, okay. Something like that. Close enough. But first V8, huh?
Yes, definitely. It's quite a big difference.
What made you want to get into this class? By the way, when you come to this track, you've never been like a regular racer at Wiscasset either, right?
Wiscasset's one of the best tracks around, definitely. The owner's great, Vanessa, Richard. I wanted to take this step to the next level in my racing career, and this was it. I want to thank Roy's All Steak Hamburgers, VIP Tires and Service, Rockingham Boat, OV Builders, Class Motorsports.
Olivia says hi again.
And
Yeah, I see her a few times down in the pit.
All right, great run by Ethan Guptill to get a top 3 piece of hardware tonight.
Really good run. What did you do? Big what get you?
And we'll get these caps up here in front of the 27 ride for some top 3 photos. To wrap up the evening for one final time,
your old job.
Coastal Water Parks Napa Victory Lane.
You're going to be over in Texas.
And as always, we'll have Ken send us home with some kind, friendly words.
All right, I'll do that. Thank you very much, Nick Huff. Thanks to our crew. Thanks to our top 3 down there in Victory Lane. Thank you, you fans, for sticking in with us here and getting through to the end of the show. We knew with a little hard work we'd get it done, and glad to see it done. We are back here next Saturday night, as I said, Group 2 and our first Enduro of the year. All the details at wiscassetspeedway.com. One final time on behalf of our track owners, Richard and Vanessa Jordan, and the entire crew, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for watching, everybody.